Yo, 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 what's going on, folks? Here, 86 Boxing, Josh holding it down, DC doing the thing. Man, we got very special show here today. Very, very special show. First and foremost, of course, you know who's in the building. Skywalker Boxing holding it down. Of course, my man, Poppy Tune Yayo. You know how the saying goes.
Heavy on the poppy, light on the yayo.
Indeed. And son of the champ himself, Terrible Tim Witherspoon Jr., doing
Yo,
his thing.
everybody.
Yes, sir. And as I mentioned, very, very special guest here today. You can call him Money. You can call him Mad Max. That's what I call him, at least. Hey, a mix of all that. A different breed out here holding it down in the DC area. Shout out to
Uh,
Max Garland. What's going on with you, Max?
and that's going on. Thank you for having me.
No, we appreciate it. As mentioned, yeah, this is one I've been wanting to do for a long period of time. First and foremost, shout out to everybody who's going to be out here in the building, in the mix, sharing this with us. Shout out to Al Rahim in here, Pro Se Boxing. Appreciate you, Al Rahim. Ernest, of course, salute that to you. But man, we got Max Garland in here. And hey, when I was first learning to be a referee or official, I
Yep.
used to go to the gym. It was headbangers at the time who Max was with, and they be in there putting in that work. You could see it back then. Hey, just certain people have it, and you had it back then. So seeing him, you just kind of rise through these rankings there on the amateur side, and now as a pro, it's like a crazy thing. I feel old, but it's a crazy thing. You know what I'm saying? So how you been out there, Max?
Nah, I've been good, man. Just staying along with the journey, man. Just staying along with the journey.
Yes, sir. Holding it down for Hillcrest Boxing. That's who he's representing now. Hillcrest Boxing was just over there. Shout out Coach Ernesto. He's doing his thing as well. They're building champions over there. So with a championship gym, man, it's good to, as mentioned, just talk to you. You got a big fight coming up, major fight. I know you've been on Pro Box. I know Skywalker had asked, had you been on OTX before, but it's gonna be on OTX. So what do you know about this fight coming up as far as your opponent and everything? Because I saw as an undefeated fighter, but I'm not worried.
Shouldn't be. I'm not. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, on paper, it's a tough fight. But I've been doing this all my life, man. This is never stepping stone, and it's another day in the office. That's how I look at it. He ain't got no tools or nothing that I ain't never seen before.
That's
Nice.
real talk right there. You've been around the best, I could say.
I've been around the game for too long. I done had more gym wars than I did what I'm going here and spar with. I mean, going here and fight with. Like the guy I'm fighting. Kudos to you. You did what you supposed to do as an 8-0, 5-0 knockout fighter, but they messed up by putting you in there with me. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry, and I've been waiting for my time since I've been 3-0, 2-0. I've been calling out guys trying to get undefeated fighters because I don't want on my resume just a whole bunch of cab drivers, just people
Yes,
that
sir.
that I know I can beat easily. I had tougher spawns than I do in fights. So
Sir.
I on paper it looked nice, but when it comes to July 25th, he gonna see what he in the ring with for sure.
Max, you talk a lot about, enjoying the journey. You talk about you seen it all. Can you tell some of the viewers that might not know you where it all started?
Ooh, 5 years old at
Yes, sir.
Headbangers Boxing Gym in an old little shop. I started with Barry Hunter, Patrice Harris, known as Boogie, Jamie, Harris, everything started out with 5 years old in the old shack in the trenches, and really thinking really in the 5 years old around a whole bunch of pros, Lamont Peterson, Pat, Quick, Q Dog. I got a whole bunch of people that done came up in the area that's top ranked guys. So, I've been around that my whole life. So it's that's the stepping stone of that. Turn 8, start fighting. It's just been in my blood, just my father was a fighter, so he brought me to the gym at 5. It wasn't initially for me, it was for my brother, but I just turned out to want to do it. So that was that. And then what else? It's just the amateur career. I had a decent amateur career, just I didn't
I
go
got
to the.
bugs. Sorry. You see me waving. I got a lot of bugs around me. I'm
Oh
outside.
no, you good, you good. Nah, the amateur career was decent. You know, I can't say I had a hell of an amateur background, but you know, I had a decent one. People knew who I was. You know, I just didn't
Right.
get the recognition that I was supposed to.
How many fights did you have on amateur side? You remember?
Probably like at least 60 or 70.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he fought a lot of killers too, bro. He fought Joel Iriarte.
So you've been doing this your
He had a
whole
win over
life.
King
You
Sandoval.
turned pro. Have you had any other kind of job or anything like that, or is this have been your career since you know?
Since I turned pro, this been my career. I mean, this been what I've been doing. You know, haven't had the thanks to my management and you know the team that's backing me and everything around. I haven't had to go out here and and get a job at some points. You know, stuff get hard, but all I gotta do is pick up the phone and call somebody. You know,
Mhm.
so I'm thankful and grateful for at that point at this time. But this right here, the fight right here, this gonna kick open the door right here. That's all I need.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Hey, and I think it was a pro box that you opened up. I think you opened up that pro box and you stopped the dude in the final round there. The one they did here not too
And
long ago.
off.
Yeah, you opened it up, right? You opened up
Yeah,
the show.
yep.
Okay. So yeah, Max been out there. I think that was in the highlights you included there as well. There, Skywalker.
Oh yeah. Put it in the post, man. Hey, I wanted to ask you about your amateur background too. I see you fought at, like all the big names, man. Like right now, we got Kane Sandoval. He's signed with Tom Loeffler, 360 Promotions. He's a killer, and it looks like you guys got history. You know, you got revenge on him.
Them guys, yeah. Kane was a tough opponent. Even though I should have been 2-0 against them, they worked me out in the last championship against them. I
Yeah.
outboxed them, but like you said, I got that revenge. I got my get
Yeah.
back. So
Hey, tell me about your fight with Tito Mercado. He's another killer. He's a real good fighter.
Tito Mercado,
Ernesto Mercado.
Ernesto Mercado.
Oh,
I
you
know
fought
that
the
name.
next.
Split decision, yeah, but he's a
I
killer.
lost.
Yeah, he was, but I mean, in his amateur record, because he was supposed to go ahead of Keyshawn. When I interviewed him back in the day, he had a grudge with Keyshawn because, you know how with USA Boxing, I guess he won whatever eliminator, and they didn't select him, and he's got some kind of grudge with Keyshawn. When I
Hold on.
interviewed
I think say the name one more time.
Ernesto Mercado,
I know exactly who it is. I fought him in Milwaukee.
Oh yeah.
Awkward style dude. Honestly, truly, I'm gonna be completely honest about that fight. I remember it just snapped back. I feel as though I won the first round. I definitely won the second round, but I let my emotions get the best of me in that amateur career. Like he was
yeah,
awkward, just an awkward style, irky jerky, just this, that, and the third, just
yeah.
it was awkward, so I could let my emotions get the best of me. I feel as though he closed the fight out in the third round, so that's what gave him the win.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. You said you had the first two rounds and you gave him the
I
third round.
mean, but you got to
No,
think. Me personally, I said first two, but how it was one. They gave him 1 and 3, so it was like. That's how personally, I feel as though I won the first two, but the first
Yeah.
round was like a filling out round. So it's kind of like, it can be really up in the air, but the second round, domination. Third round was really, I could give I could give it to him. I let my emotions get the best of me. I was getting hit with shots I wasn't supposed to.
Oh
hey,
yeah.
look, man, yeah, go ahead, Skywalker. I know you had
Nah,
something.
just respect to you, bro. You've been in the ring already with a bunch of killers, man. They're
Oh
already
yeah.
making
And Eric
big
Tudor,
stars.
I saw Eric Tudor on the list there too. Eric Tudor, he's out there.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you've been out there. No, I just saw the amateur thing just now. I didn't even look at that section, but I knew he was doing his thing though.
It's crazy. I didn't even, it's crazy. Some of these guys that's I guess are killers now these days. That's how I look at, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that they were still going on and being pros. Honestly,
Yeah.
and congrats to them. I'm shout out to them. We all went on a journey being in the amateurs and still turning pro. That's all right. Hopefully we see each other in the pros and make some money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, they say iron sharpens iron, man. Like the people you've been in the gym with, the people you spar with, man, all those guys are some killers. Let me ask you this. Can you tell the difference between when you guys first started to where you are now? Like, can you tell that your gym has leveled up, or if the gym is getting better? Can you actually tell that while you're participating in it?
Since I've been at the gym, because I just got the Hillcrest probably 2 years ago,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I've always been around Hillcrest, so I always know how Nesto move and how he's been around, how he function. But it's like I was always stuck on, I was a headbanger all my life, so I wasn't really trying to leave and move around that. But once I got up out of there, got up out of that situation and got up and left. No, just and moved on. And I went with Lamont Peterson at first, and then I found my way to Nesto. So then, in the beginning of being with Nesto, I can say it's been he take me on a bunch of roller coasters. It's up and down with him, but it's great, just performing. Just I could tell that, and just listening and being just listening to Nesto and all the fighters that we have in the gym. It's just not me, Trey, Frankie, and the other amateurs and everybody. We all get held on the same pedestal. It's not that one is sharper than the other or anything. We all get held on the same pedestal. So it's like it's just amazing. I just see everybody on the same mission, same goal, and that just make me want to be hungrier than whatever. Because when I came into Hillcrest, I'm just thinking my skill pay the bills.
Oh
Nah,
yeah.
you actually have to work for it, and I'm actually seeing they working. So that make me hungry. Now I gotta work.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
so Ernest, yeah, he's over there with Frankie Scarborough, Irvin Fuller. So
Yeah.
Hilker
Yep.
here.
Yeah. That's
Hillcrest.
why I was asking, because like when Bozy and them, they got Andy Cruz as an addition to their gym. So that you
Oh yeah.
can't do anything but get better when you have high level quality
Absolutely.
coming into the gym. Y'all can all learn from each other.
Absolutely. Speaking on that, it's a lot that I bring to the table for them. Like it's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of different looks and being tall and lanky and being bigger than them. Just other than that, just different looks. So it's on the aspect of I bring different stuff to the table for them, and they bring different stuff for me. So it's like we all helping each other in a big circle. And then whenever people come to the gym, it's dangerous.
I can tell by the angle of your camera, your arms is long.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you're
You
tall
gotta
for your
figure out how to
division,
get away
huh?
from the jab,
Yeah,
bro.
in that pro box video, you have some reach on your opponent. How tall are you?
I'm about 5'10", 5'11".
Oh,
Oh
hell
yeah.
yeah.
But see, that's the thing. I fight a 6 foot guy that's got a 178 reach. I got a 176 and I'm 5'6". 5'10", 5'11". I could touch him too whenever.
Oh yeah. No doubt about it. Hey, and I'm telling you, just sometimes you just notice it just from being there, being around different fighters and all of that stuff. When I see that different breed there, I do recognize it, because just seeing how Max is operated. Because when I came around, it was like at the end of 2015, and then like beginning of 2016. There, I've been doing the officiating thing since then. So he was in his teens at the time, but hey, he was one of the ones out there doing his thing. You always had those that are kind of at that high level there at the gym. You can just see it there from the start, and I always felt that was the case there with Max. And thinking about that, I just some fighters, they just have that kind of style that is ready and geared towards the pros. Did you feel that, Max? Like just from the jump, you know what I'm saying, stylistically, because the amateurs is one thing, and you can build and learn there, but some people, they just have that style that's ready for the pros. It's just a matter of that time and getting to that point in life.
Absolutely, because I could say most of the fights that I did lose in the amateurs because I have a pro style type of pedigree. So it was like the guys in the amateurs is on a punch count. They throw a whole bunch of punches. Ain't really skill and ain't nothing really there. We just a sit back being like a pro, picking our shots and just working. Ain't throwing that many punches in between rounds. So that's the only time I would say I lost amateur fights because I was already programmed to be a pro at a young age.
Word. Got you there.
So I heard you say something earlier about these guys that you used to fight coming into the pros and that you hope that you guys could get together and make some money and things. To me, I was thinking, man, this guy's thinking about financial things. Have you thought about the future? Because we know that boxing uh, on the business side could be difficult. Even if you make a lot of money, you got to know what to do with it afterwards. Is that something that you've been thinking about? Because you just said, I hope we make a lot of money, and you only got 3 fights. So that's what I'm wondering. Where are you at with that?
I mean, honestly, I've been boxing since I was 5. I'm trying to be able to do it at 30. No, I
Yeah.
mean, if it come a little later than that, they throw $1 million checks at me. After that, I mean, hey, I'm gonna go pick that up. But I mean, if that's the case, but financially, I mean, I know where I want to go with this. I got a bunch of real estate. My father do electrician, so it's like it's a whole bunch of stuff that I got that'll circle around that'll make money for me. So it's like I don't really have to box at. Once I touch a certain amount of money, I don't have to really box no more because I know what to do with it. You know, I'm make my money make money for me. So it's like, but on the aspect of just, I mean, shoot, we in the game to make money, so why not just see? We in the game to make money and to fight people. See, that's the game that I don't understand. Everybody care about the I'm in this joint to cash out, and y'all won't see me no more.
We
That's
can't
what
hear
it
you,
is.
Ernest. You're muted.
Hey, he said something with that, didn't he? Hey, ain't that what I'm always talking about? Brother, man, I wish more people like you would come out and actually talk about how you're actually doing those properties, man, how you're investing in those properties. Because I used to live in Bowie. So I'm very familiar with like Upper Marlboro and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And people have no idea how people are living there, bro. They don't have no idea. Y'all got to come out and educate some of these people because I'm into that. So,
Yeah.
you know, I definitely wish y'all would come out and put some info out about that because y'all are doing it the right way, man. And y'all should be the motto for what people see us as. You know what I mean?
It's too much, and especially like you said, the Bowie area. It's too many houses getting built, or it's too much land out here for people not to have something on it. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
put some money on it or do something. It ain't gonna cost you. It might cost you, but at the end of the day, it's gonna make you the money at the end of the day. So you might buy some land. See what I'm thinking about? I want an apartment complex for real. Like a
Yes.
Oh yeah.
apartment. It's like that's money every month from every tenant.
Yes,
Multi-family.
sir.
From every tenant.
Multi-family. That's right.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm looking for. Then building other. I mean, just going other areas and do my research when the time come. When the money and all that stuff. How to really invest my money into other things. But until that time come, I mean, I already got my mind set on what I really want to do. We got too much land out here and too many buildings and properties out here
Mhm.
not to get none of it.
And let me say one more thing for just to give everybody in the audience
Oh yeah.
context. Upper Marlboro, the Bowie area of Maryland, it's the richest black neighborhood in America. They
Hmm.
have a number of them that are in the Maryland area and they're concentrated there. That's just to give you guys an idea of what it is. Like you ain't never know that people could live like that. So
And really, they got
uh,
$1 million houses in Upper Marlboro.
yes,
You would never
yes.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and an equestrian farm. What you know about that?
Oh
Well,
yes.
This ain't
yeah,
work.
Yes,
real.
sir.
That's real
Yeah.
talk.
I got a
That's
friend live over that way. But no, that's real talk there. Historically speaking, real estate has been how a lot of people have gained wealth. That's why it's mattered, in the sense of when you look at it from a historical standpoint, when say black people, their homes weren't being valued at the proper level that they should have been, or they've been pushed out of certain neighborhoods. It's because of that. Real estate has been one of those major wealth gainers that has led to like residual wealth for some of the families that you see out here, the bigger, wealthier families that you see out here. So that's real talk.
nah, for real.
Skywalker, you?
Um, I was gonna ask you, what fighters do you look up to from the past and present?
Lamar and Anthony Peterson will always be the people I would look up to for,
All right.
you know, them two just they played a big role in becoming a professional and becoming, just talking to me and just always just Lamont and always seen me as growing up, but I never know Lamont really paid that much attention to me till I got with him. And then, we actually talk our conversations is money is priceless. It's like that's education and stuff that I would never really, get back or or I would that's stuff that I would learn, from them. I could call Ant right now and get anything that learn or anything that questions that I have or anything. Lamont the same way. But besides
Mhm.
around here, I mean, You gotta shoot other guys. You got Lamont Roach. You got a that's somebody that you look. That's big bruh for sure. You know, always you got.
Mhm.
I mean, I ain't really Tank kind of losing me as a fan now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Tank kind of losing me as a fan.
I
Um,
feel you.
just doing too much, man. Shakur, another one. I like Shakur.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um, oh, no, I like Canelo. Canelo, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yes, sir.
Canelo, my guy. I learned the most from Canelo. I sit here and watch Canelo all day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, you brought up Shakur. I wanted to ask you just since you brought it up. A lot of people are getting at him stylistically or whatever. And knowing you there, Max, I know you have a style that you go for. You go for that knockout. You don't kind of rest on your laurels. Even though that being said, there are different ways to get it done. What do you think about that? Because some people are saying that, oh, Shakur, he was running, he doesn't want to throw or whatnot. What do you think?
I mean, I can be on the fence about the running aspect, but as a boxer looking in at it and from on the fence is a person that I'm not looking at it as boxing, but as a
Yeah,
boxer looking at it, I could tell that that's not really running. It's really
yeah,
it's boxing. It's longevity in this sport if you want to be in here for a long time. He
oh yeah,
take the least amount of punishment out of boxers and period and the fighters now. So why not get out of this boxing game untouched? If you can do it, why not? I don't see no I don't see no hate into it or no anger. Everybody just want to see a knockout. That's the problem with boxing now. Everybody then to change the game for everybody want to see a knockout. Don't nobody want to see nobody work behind a jab and put stuff together and back up, use angles and all that. Don't nobody want to see that for 12 rounds. That's it's not exciting to them. So that's why they don't. That's why they hate on Shakur.
mm.
I'm not hating. I was there, and I couldn't even hear his punches from the crowd.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna say
Like,
his last war. No, when he fought De Los Santos.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where they got
That
at him about.
that's the only one that I can say. You was what you was doing, what you was doing there, buddy. What you was doing. You was kind of like, even though you probably had an off night or your hand was messed up or anything, you still could have. You did that. You did that boxing poorly, as in what you were supposed to do. You could have used angles and did other stuff. You just backed up and ran the whole. I could say you did run that fight, but other than that, you didn't. Other than that, his other fights is boxing.
Yeah. It's good.
But what you gotta understand when you live though, it's a show, and these guys are following other acts. So when I can hear somebody that I don't know putting in that work, and the fight is exciting and all that, and then Shakur comes on and it's like, if you cannot even hear the punches, how are you do? It's like watching a movie with no sound effects. Like
It's
how
sharp because he ain't landing it to knock you out.
huh? Yeah,
He
but
landed.
Hey,
I'm trying to say it from a fan. I
hey,
understand.
it's the WWE chest slap.
Yeah, we need.
Yeah.
I mean, might have to get somebody out of the ring to
Yeah.
do that little clap or something.
I
Man.
But
mean, but I get you as a fan, y'all. As a fan, everybody wants to see knockouts. Nobody want to see.
no, I'm not talking about knockouts. I'm talking.
But you want to hear a thump. A thump make a
Yeah, I
person.
want to.
A
Yo,
thump make a person. Do might go like that or something. Might make
but
their legs
listen,
go tripping out.
listen.
A thump might end the fight. He not trying to end the fight. He ready to go 12 rounds and make you look stupid for 12 rounds.
This is all I'm trying to say. There's a difference from going to a church where they get up, they dance, and they sing, and a church where you just sitting there, somebody talking all day. Which one are you gonna want to be?
One that sing.
The one
Hey,
that's the one that
people
get
gonna
up.
be nodding off. Hey, we don't want. Hey, people was nodding off. That was the
Nah, the
consensus.
De Los Santos fight was the boring. I fell asleep. The De Los Santos fight was boring. I'm not going to lie. It was boring. It was the boringest fight I ever seen from Shakur. So it's
Shakur and
like
Valdez was a good one, bro. That was
Valdez.
He
I'm
yeah,
handled that
saying,
there.
but Valdez a little guy. Valdez a little guy. He came up from 30
30, yeah.
or 20.
So
Was it 30 or 26?
He was 26 and went to one.
But Shakur, he came up from 26.
But now he at 35. But
Yeah.
you personally
Oh
Valdez
yeah.
is not a 35 fighter. He's a third. If anything, he's a 130 and 126 fight. You see, he went right back down to 126.
And that's probably where he's best at.
I mean, he a little guy. He got punching power at 26 of them guys.
Man, look, everybody fell for the okie doke. Everybody was chasing Loma. Everybody was chasing. It's like, come on, man. Y'all shifted people through the weight classes. Like, dude's supposed to be fighting at $130.
Basically, really, Loma supposed to be a 26 pounder if you want to be honest. But hey, I mean, he came and cashed out what he did for the sport. You know, the first two wins the first two wins that was the devastating because he beat Gary. After he beat Gary, it was kind of like,
Oh yeah, he did.
oh, then he knocked that boy out like he was doing a little matador stuff or whatever.
Oh
He
yeah,
knocked that boy out like that.
I was there.
It was going downhill for him. Like I don't think Loma's just old. You've been in the Olympics twice. You didn't even come. You came out when you was what 36.
I got the
Well, 26 when he came. I think it was 26, 27 when he first turned pro, somewhere in there.
He was 26, and the average age of the fighters over his career was like 33.4. I got a spreadsheet on it because I get to clicking on people when they start talking about what this dude did.
He didn't do nothing to the sport of boxing.
Nothing. No.
Over here in the U.S., he didn't do nothing. Over there where he was at, he did a lot. He won gold twice.
He's 25 years old, beating up on 17-year-olds. Come on, bro.
You got a point there.
Come on, man.
You got a point. Hey, I can't even argue with you, but that's what I'm saying. He went back to go back in the amateurs instead of coming to the pros after you won your gold the first time. You waited another 4 years to come back and do it again.
Got a title shot in his second fight.
Wasn't it he didn't get a title shot his first fight too?
I thought it was the second one.
I think it was the second one or something like that against
Toledo.
Toledo was a title shot, right? Okay. Yeah.
Gary was his second fight.
No, I think Gary was he second. I think it might be third.
Was his second fight.
He had a belt by then.
Let me look it up.
He lost. He was 0-1 when he fought Gary.
No, he had a win. I think.
Yeah, he had a win.
Oh, he did.
I think he had a win. Yeah. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm telling you, average age 33.4.
Yeah.
And if you look at the combined records, don't get into the combined records. Oh my God. Man, I think somebody had 34 losses on one of them.
Well, Lomachenko, it was the third one. He was 1-1 at the time he fought Gary.
Okay.
1-1. But yeah, that fight he lost was a title shot fight, that second one there. Which is crazy. You know, you usually don't see that.
You don't.
I will say, you know. But hey, you fight at 147, and hey, that's a division. I feel like it's had its up and downs. It had some points where it was stacked, and then you had some points where not as much. Then you had it rising again. Right now, you got guys like Boots, Brian. Well, I guess Boots, he could eventually. He might be moving up. But you got Brian Norman Jr. Devin Haney said, I guess he's going up there to take on Norman Jr. there. Stanionis, some other guy. What do you think of the division there, 147?
I mean, Boots about to be gone. Only problem I see or anything that I say that I would have to, let my career develop is Norman.
Oh, yeah. What do you think of him so far? You see that last knockout he got?
Yeah, last knockout was devastating. I like it. I worked with Shawty before. I think I worked with him, I think, a couple years ago, and it was just dog work. It's just how it was. But I like him how he developed as a professional. I like how he transitioned and became a professional, a real professional like that. I can respect it.
Okay. Hey, don't forget about Flair Cobbs.
That guy sucks.
Let's get Blair.
He's just in it for the money at this point because he don't have that guy sucks, man.
He's been around. I used to spar with him. I've been
confident after AB shit.
Hey man, he sparred everybody though. I tell you that. Yeah. He has sparred everybody.
Flair.
Woo!
Not woo.
Look, guys, I'm at the lake. I'm out, man. I'll see you guys next week.
At the late. All right, we'll get with your Tim Jr.
Dave, good luck, man.
Terrible Tim Jr.
Next fight, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. But yeah, no, that's good stuff there, Max. Now, thinking about, I was gonna ask you. Oh yeah, 147. Like weight wise, how do you feel? Like, were you fighting below that in amateurs or above? What do you
Yeah, I was fighting below that in the amateurs.
Okay.
I was fighting, but it wasn't that much. It was 141 in the amateurs when I was coming up. It was 41. So
Okay.
that wasn't really too much. But I was sweating to get there. But 47, I'm comfortable. I can really go down to 40. But
Okay.
that's what Nesto and all them say. I mean, me personally, I've been losing weight too long, and I'm too equipped with the game for me to be struggling. I could settle and make 47 at home. So it's just why not start now?
All right. Yeah, nothing wrong with that right there. Because I think, feeling comfortable there, that does make a difference for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We welcome Rolly to the division. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Yeah, go ahead, touch one of them boys up.
Let's do it. They not gonna come to 47. They gonna stay right at 40.
What do you think about Gary Antoine, man? He's in your area. He's a good 140.
That boy is a beast. I just worked with Gary not too long ago. That boy is a beast.
Awesome.
Teaching when I was working, I'm thinking it's gonna be tit for tat. Nah, it's just he was actually teaching me, sitting back and working on stuff with me. I'm like, okay, and just teaching me how to really work on stuff from being a better as the fighter southpaw. So I'm like, that was cool getting tools and stuff from.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of Russell family, but he has that different style than his brothers, man. He's
very aggressive.
He's got a slick Mexican style, bro. It's a mixture, a perfect mixture.
Hey, hold up a second. I feel like I got to slow the show down for a second because I don't think y'all realize the names that he mentioned off. All those dudes is from DC. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? DC got some cold people. That's why nobody should have been surprised what Roach was going to do. They got some lions. They got some lions over there. You understand? And they not scared of nobody. And bro, I wish you could probably expound on the Peterson brothers because people don't know their story to understand why him teaching you or taking the time to spend with you means so much. Could you maybe tell the people a little bit about the story? I know what it is, but I want to,
As in what? What you mean as in the story?
Like the adversity that they had to go through.
Oh, you talking about being home? You talking about just being homeless and
Yes, sir.
It's about how many of them is it? It's a lot of them. I know it's double digits of them, and it was homeless. I think their father was in and out of jail. I think their mother was on drugs and stuff at the time. Just young men out on the streets of DC, just trying to find their way. Just doing other stuff to eat at night. Sleeping in cars, doing other stuff, and they found Barry Hunter. Barry took him in the gym. And everything was history since. They made him a world champion. So I like to say. I mean, their whole story was it's credible. You can look it up for him. Lamar Peterson, he got a whole story on YouTube.
Yeah. So you see, hey Skywalker. So I know, like I said, bro. I know you're starting to see it and see the what's happening in your community. It takes some people who've been through some stuff to go through and actually help and uplift, people. So this is what we're supposed to be doing, and y'all supposed to be getting paid, and we supposed to be helping to uplift.
Absolutely, because when just bringing me in as I thought it was gonna be awkward just sitting there training with Lamont because after all the years of me being in the gym with him, he haven't said but 2 words to me. That's just who he is as a person. He doesn't really talk, or I thought he doesn't really talk, other stuff like that. But once I got with him, and he told me he showed me more. He didn't even show me stuff that he knew I could do everything. I'm a skillful fighter. I've been doing this all my life. It ain't nothing that he couldn't show me that I already did. It's just more so he showed me a mental game of the boxing. Most fighters don't have a mental game of boxing. They just go in there and just do what they do. He put a lot of stuff in my subconscious, so I could automatically act on it. I didn't even know a subconscious and a conscious was a thing in boxing. Like, you know what I mean? Like he broke my mental down, and and it was sending me notes and stuff for me to just lock in my brain and stuff. Like, that's stuff that I was not accustomed to. Who really, not most trainers is doing it as accustomed. He had an awkward way of doing stuff, but it was the right way of doing stuff. It was the his way. It was the awkward way, but it was his way, and it was the right way of doing stuff. It was real unorthodox. Most people wouldn't last training with him because he didn't want to train most people. He didn't have, he didn't have the mental space. Because everybody didn't want to learn like how he was teaching. They just they wanted to do their own thing. He was teaching a certain way, so once he taught that, it was on the student to learn that. If they ain't want to do it, he wasn't working with you.
Hey, that's what's up right there. No, that's real talk. That's some good stuff right there. And I remember being over at Headbanger the times that I saw Lamont in there as well. Yeah, I never said anything to him. He never said anything. That's funny you mentioned that. I said something to him at a boxing show actually. That's the time I have talked with him. But yeah, it's crazy like that. But that's amazing learning that early because yeah, you were young at that time, even younger at that time, because you're still young, but even younger at that time, kind of getting that. So you
I
gotta
was just
gotta
coming
pro
in.
there.
I was just coming into professionals. I had my first 3 fights with him. I think 3, 4 fights with him, and so it was kind of like just in the beginning of just becoming a professional. It was the mental stuff was through the roof. I was doing a lot of mental exercises than it was physical.
Oh yeah, hey, we always talk about that just in general on the show, like that mental aspect of it. That can be more daunting on things than the physical side of things because you know what you got to do. You know the stuff. You know what you need to do physically. What I'm saying? But that mental, that can be crazy at times. In that regard, essentially, like what do you do? We kind of keep yourself level there, thinking about the mental health side of the game.
I mean, that's why I don't even. You think about it, the mental health game is real, but that's why I don't even associate with boxing outside of boxing. I leave boxing for where it's at. I
Mm-hmm.
leave boxing when I leave out that gym. I am no longer a boxer no more. I am a regular citizen that go home and play the game and hang out with my girlfriend and do other stuff like walk my dog. Stuff like that. I'm not tripping off of boxing off no more. When I go in the gym, I turn into a whole different person. I'm locked into the boxing aspect in the space. So it's like I think people take that boxing stuff home with them. They take everything and all that stuff home and they live and they just want to be the best that they can and they just it drive them crazy. But hey, you ain't gonna drive me crazy. I've been leave that at the gym.
Man, it sounds like you had, I don't want to call him an OG because,
Yeah,
in a sense, that's what he is. He big brothered you the right way and built you so that you would have the tools to be able to help build somebody else. You know,
absolutely.
so listen, man, I got my eyes peeled. I'm watching. I'm watching the moves, and I'm definitely here to support. I'm here to support what y'all are doing. If y'all are helping build people, and while building yourself, and then being able to compartmentalize like you do, that's hats off, brother.
Thank you. I
Hats off.
appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
No, that's like a good thing in that regard. Like, what are you? I know you mentioned playing the game. You have any hobbies that you kind of devil in there, Max? Anything of that nature?
I mean, I play the game. Me and my girl. We go on dates and stuff when time is right. And other stuff like that. We do stuff. I don't really do nothing like that other than playing. Play the game, chill with my girl. Other stuff like that. I don't really do nothing that much. I'm a homebody now, so it's like I don't really do nothing.
What game did you play?
I play it all. I play 2K, Call of Duty, Madden, NCAA. I play it all. I got it all.
Oh, so you can get that work. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, you definitely come get this work.
Yeah.
That's
Most
what's up.
definitely.
'Cause I figure I had to hit you up. I see what's up. Cause I get on there, mess around. I'm not that good though. I won't even claim to be. But that's good stuff right there. Again, we're here with Max Garland, folks. Salute, shout out to him coming on, showing some love right here. Appreciate everyone that's dropped in the meantime. Bud Files, Rodolfo Rivera Jr. We got Rolling with the Punches. Al Rahim in there, Pro Se, holding it down. Pro Se. We got Ranger Danger in the mix, and we got Moss in the mix. We got White Horse. White Horse. Salute to you, White Horse. You know what I'm saying? And then it's your boy Ultra. Let's go.
White Horse.
Talking about seed.
I guess they heavy on the yayo, huh?
I think it's a Filipino beer, bro. The White Horse.
Oh yeah. So yeah, real quick. So let's talk about. So this fight is coming up. We did talk about the guy that you were going to be facing there, Mac. How you feel? Because this is going to be another good one right there, and a lot of eyes are going to be watching there. OTX going down to Atlanta, GA, Atlanta. So what was the date? I forget the date.
July 25th.
July 25th, Atlanta, Georgia. Actually going down. How you feel just heading into this one, thinking about it, the lights are going to be there, all that good stuff. OTX, they've been making some major moves here in the game, So, yeah, what's your mindset heading into this one?
Mindset. Ooh, just keeping it cool, calm, collected, just because I know what type of opponent I'm up to face against. And then he's not bringing nothing that I haven't seen before. So but he throw antics and all that stuff at the way and try to get under your skin and all that. So, my mind coming out here, I wouldn't even say just for the knockout. It's to put on an amazing show. That's all I know that I'm gonna come out here and do. It's just the knockout come. Even though I know it's gonna come, because he's not on my level of any type of caliber. But the come, but just putting on an amazing show. That's my mindset. Just everybody gonna remember my fight. Even though I'm not the main event, everybody gonna remember my fight that night.
Hey, that's where it starts right there. And I like that earlier you mentioned, like, you don't care about the wins and losses and all that stuff. And I think that's what it's about, because a fight is a fight. And, hey, every fight is its own individual fight. What happened previously and all that stuff does not matter right there. So I like that you have that kind of mentality, because you look at even the historic greats. Some of them took losses, but that didn't diminish what they were as fighters. I mean, at the end of the day, you were in there, hey, with some of the best ever,
A loss don't define you. A loss is a lesson. That's how I look at it. It's not an L as a loss. It's a lesson. You probably was he probably was the better man that night. It was something that you was off on or something. It's everybody can't be on every single night. That's all I can understand. Everybody can't be the best fighter on the best night of these. Everybody is not. Everybody is different. So it's just like as long as you willing to fight the best. I take my hats off to you. Hey, if you fighting the best in your division and you making money off of it, because what we in the sport to do, we ain't in the sport to hold the O and not make no money.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in this sport to fight the best of the best. His name don't see that's it. We don't duck work. His name come on his joint, check it off. We on to the makings. Let's do it. That's what I'm saying. Like I cut from that type of cloth though. Like I don't these new generations is different though. That I can say coming up from I shit because I ain't from in the boxing generation. I come from old school of being 5 years old in the trenches with Lamar and them was probably about 20 some years old. We got Pat,
Mhm.
Pat, Quick, Day, all them was teenagers. Remo, I'm around greatness at 5 years old, so it's like. I'm not. I done seen it all. I'm not tripping off of a loss or a win. That it don't make or break me.
Yeah,
Walk me to that. walking to that bank gonna make or break me though. That's what that's gonna do.
Talking about money, Max. The thing about OTX is a little bit different how they operate. They got a knockout bonus that they pay you, and it's the first. You get a multiplier if it's the first round or the last round, and where within the last minute, I believe, or something, they multiply it. Like you get a lot more. So could that be the game plan, man? To come out of there, like try to blast this dude out in the first round because they pay it, man. So
Nah, there's no point of coming out to blast the first round because at the end of the day, my purse still gonna be the same. I go out there trying to blast him and get running into something. It ain't gonna be a good night for me.
right.
That bonus gonna be there regardless. So it's like I could settle in, the first round. He might run it. He might be geeking for the bonus, might run in there and run
Right,
into something and
right.
knock himself out. It's just all on just
It's not that
staying
it's like
calm.
UFC and they do it. There's not too many promotions that do that, bro. But they're
Nah,
one of the few.
which is, and hey, don't get me wrong. The bonus is nice. I like the bonus. The bonus is nice. I seen that on the contract. The bonus is nice, but hey, if it happen, if it come, it come. I ain't looking for it. My paper still, my check still gonna be the same at the end of the day. It's just adding on the bonus. But I mean,
Yeah, just make sure you tell them that you don't want that bread and cash. Don't put it in the duffel bag.
nah.
You go back, put a check in the duffel bag.
Yeah, don't give me no money.
Deposit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I need that. But I
Yeah.
already know, they already know. But OTX and my opponent, they OTX know what I'm on. That's why they came and picked me for this moment. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Like, they know what I'm on. They know what I'm coming on to do. I've been real humble, real quiet. I don't even really be on social media like that. I post my little videos, of working out and all that. But I ain't really. I'm too humble, at the point in time. So now it's really time for me to drag on them a little bit. Now it's time for me to show the world what I really am.
Oh yeah. Hey, and when he get in there, man, it's like beast mode. He turns it on. You do something about it, right?
Real quick.
This is up. Shout out to Rasclot 222 in the mix there. Appreciate you there, Rasclot. Shout out to Ranger Danger. I think I mentioned that. And shout out to Rock Chalk True Crime. We appreciate you in here, Rock Chalk, as well, showing us love here with Max Garland. And you mentioned that social media there, Max. I know you're on Instagram. Money Max. That's money with 3 Y's right there. You on any of the other platforms?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
Hey, we got to get YouTube so they can see you. They can follow you around and know what's going on there with you, Max.
Yeah, I get a YouTube, to start doing YouTube. I ain't posting no, and that's how they get you though. That's how your opponents be trying, look at you and all that, man. I ain't really all into, see, I ain't see the guy that I'm fighting. He ain't got nothing to see on me. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He just talking. You know what I'm saying? Just talking. He fought a whole bunch of calf drives, knocking out a whole bunch of people he was supposed to knock out. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what I like. I like that I'm a ghost, for real, for real. Like the boxer, if you know boxing in the boxing world, then you know me. But
Yeah.
other than the outside world, I ain't making it known that I'm a killer. Killers don't do that. We just gonna come in here and I'm gonna show you what it's about.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up right there. That is what's up. Hey, you got it. You got it jumping off for sure. You got the name ready for it. You got the experience. Hey, and it's just a matter of time right there. So like I said, I like what OTX is doing there in the game. I feel like they're getting out there the more you get on Pro Box. I mean, the sky is really the limit there. And you're one of those fighters, even though, hey, you go in there with your game plan or whatnot, you can get it done there. You can put them hands on them, get them up out of there,
Mhm.
Did that cross your mind there, the knockout piece of it? Or it's just like, hey, you do what you do?
Nah, I don't really cross my mind because it's just another day in the office. Like I know it's all on how he gonna react to it. Cause when I touch him, I know I'm gonna touch him. It's all on you gonna go. Is you gonna lay down or is you gonna fight? That's all. That's all that going with me. I ain't really the bonus. I don't want to sound cocky or nothing or but that's already in the bag. They just need to go ahead and write that up already. But it's just whatever round it come in. But
Yeah, it gets multiplied if it's the first and the last. But you get a bonus if you.
It gotta be the first or the last round. That's what I know.
So so it got to be between one
Yes.
through the. So what if I knock them out in between it? I just get the
No,
bonus.
it's the
It's
first
a
to the
regular.
last.
Yeah, no, you know it says that they give you a regular bonus, but they give you a bonus multiplier if you get them out in the first or the final round.
Depends on how you act, right?
Yeah, it's all on him. It's all on him. It's even want to go home early or late. It's all on him.
Hey, be careful, bro. Hey, you know, no disrespect to that extra round, you know, but I've seen fighters get messed over
Oh,
on
yeah.
the extra round where it's a close fight, or maybe the scorecards from the judges, you would have been like, damn, you know, this
Yeah,
dude
they do that.
robbed. They go into that final round and you know they lose it, you know, with that extra round. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely, and I appreciate you for even throwing that out there. But you know,
yeah.
I'm going to his hometown. I don't even expect it to be that close for the go to overtime round.
Yeah.
Even if it go to distance, it's gonna be straight domination. They gonna know what's going on.
Oh,
They
yes,
gonna know what
sir.
it is. Damn.
Yes, sir.
Sound like I'm
Fighting
gonna have to
on
go
OTX.
UD.
Yeah.
You said what? What you say?
KO 10 or UD.
Whatever. It's all on him. It's all on how he come out. You come out acting stupid, then it's gonna be a KO for sure. You come out acting like you got some sense, then maybe we can box a little bit, and I can show you. I can show my skill a little bit. You know, you come out with some sense, I can show you a little bit of something. Then you act up, I'm
Oh,
gonna show you for sure.
Belt to ass.
You hear
hey,
me?
Yeah.
shout out Metro in the chat. Metro, he training over there at Hillcrest Boxing. Shout out Metro in the chat.
Why is he in here?
We got Metro. Metro said, "Hey, we get to knock out this fight." All right, you heard that, Max?
Yeah.
We
Metro said
definitely
we're
get.
getting to knock out this fight.
Oh, most definitely. I already know.
Salute that nigga Metro with this thing. Appreciate you dropping by.
Hey,
But no, that's good stuff.
y'all don't even know. After I get done whooping Bull for the knockout bonus, I'm whooping Metro. Y'all don't know. Me and Metro got a little beef going on. Me and Metro, me and Metro got a beef going on for sure. We got-
Man,
Yes,
somebody
sir.
we got a spot open, Metro.
Metro.
you can join this joint right quick, Metro. You can say what you gotta say.
We got a
Hey.
slot over here.
We can hop up in here, Metro. Hold up. Let me drop this in here. You've been great. Hold on. Let me see how I do here. You know, they
Don't
switched
come
up.
in here with the if you come in here, don't come in here with the foolishness, Metro.
They switched up the little look of this thing
yeah.
right here.
Hey, he better behave for sure.
Don't come in here with the foolishness.
Oh, maybe I need to do
He
it on
better
the
behave for sure.
Yeah, it went through.
come through there, Metro. Hop up in here, Metro. It'd be good to have him in here. You get that real talk there. Hey, Max, I was gonna ask you since you mentioned Canelo earlier. Canelo Crawford, what you think?
Canelo by knockout.
Woo. Hey, that's what I say. I've been what I said. I said I've been leaning Canelo because Crawford's jumping up like a couple of
2 weight classes.
It's not even jumping up. This is what I be had to tell people to understand. He's talking about Max. I already know what's up. I ain't messing with Metro, this is what people got to understand though. Canelo has been around for years and decades, and for about a long time. He didn't seen a Terrence Crawford. A Terrence Crawford haven't seen a Canelo. It's a two different things and two different aspects on it. He hasn't seen Terrence Crawford has fought a Terrence Crawford way before. He has fought many of Terrence Crawford's boxers, slim punchers, guys who are doing whatever. He done fought many of those. Terrence has not fought one person that fight like Canelo. It's gonna be a long night for Terrence. I just want y'all to know that.
He fought a killer at 140.
Who?
Oh my! I can't think of his name right now.
Terrence's resume is shaky. Only resume I give him is Earl Spence.
Yeah, Sean Porter. I don't know.
Sean Porter was winning that fight to me. His daddy stopped that fight.
Yeah, his dad stopped that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was winning that fight to me. So I mean,
wait, didn't he have to get up off the canvas a couple times?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He
was still a loser?
No, that was towards the later round, like
yeah,
that was like the 10th.
He was winning the fight till he got caught.
Yeah, he was winning the fight until he got dropped and his daddy stopped it. To me, he was winning the fight. That's how I thought of it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's right.
Now I'm saying to me, he was winning the fight. So I mean,
Terrence started slow, man. That fight, he started real slow.
and Sean Porter not the guy to start. And Sean Porter is definitely not a guy to start slow with because he gonna.
Hey, the kettle is on the fire. It's warming up right now. That joke kettle is getting ready. I'm getting ready to go in, y'all. Him up.
We're on an interview. You got a new trick. You got to do.
No, don't do it, Skywalker.
No, we ain't doing.
In on him.
Let me say this before you go. Terrence Crawford is a devastating. He gets you hurt, he gonna get you out of there. That's one. He's a great finisher. That's one thing I can't say. He's a great finisher. But who was on his resume? He fought people at 135. I give him that. He fought a couple names at 35. But once you got up to 40 and 47, only person I give was Errol Spence.
Hey, I felt like they didn't want it.
Everybody he fought had a belt. He knocked them all out.
Did you know them?
Everybody he fought at 147, he knocked out.
Did you know them?
Right there.
Did you know them?
Yeah,
of course. I'm a boxing enthusiast.
But no, I'm not saying you looking. No, you looking in the name before. Not saying when the name come out. Not saying you looking them up and doing your research on them. Do you know them from you just by seeing their name on paper?
Yes,
you do.
I do.
Okay, so I mean, hey,
some of them I knew them.
Because most people don't know the name on paper.
Most people don't. I knew them.
Yeah,
I knew him for June.
We're nerds when it comes to this stuff, man.
But that's y'all though. About to say that's y'all. Y'all in the boxing world. To an average person.
It's our average. You're right.
They're not.
They wouldn't remotely know.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right.
No, from that perspective, you are right. He didn't have those names. He didn't get those names. Of course, the biggest name, of course, was Spence, and I guess that still is the biggest name.
The biggest name that now let's go to Canelo. What's the big names he fought?
Hey, he got a lot of them.
He got a hell of a resume.
And you think that Terrence Crawford is going to come up there and diminish that man's record or doing?
That's a good point.
Canelo has a hell of a resume on paper, but we ain't gonna act like they wasn't Uber drivers at the time that they was fighting him.
Who the Uber drivers?
A name that then turned into an Uber driver. Matter of fact, a name that then turned into the dude that got to get in the Walmart basket and drive around the store to get his groceries.
Ooh.
Everybody was on their last leg. Damn near.
Like who? Like, give me a name.
Okay, let's go with.
He got a good
God, what's my man's name? He was trained by. Oh my God. I can't remember. He was trained by the Ann Wolf. I think she was
James Kirkland. Yeah.
What about him?
He knocked him out.
Kirkland never was really that.
What about Danny Jacobs?
That was Danny Jacobs' fault.
The Miracle Man. I mean, didn't he beat cancer? He had to go through cancer and.
Hey, but once
Jacobs on his game.
That's Danny fault. Listen, that y'all gotta understand.
Yeah.
They still signing that contract at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Hey,
they want that money.
Jacobs was on his game at that time.
And he was. He got punished. Did he just fight Golovkin not too long ago before he fought Canelo, or that was after?
What about
but he had it was a good fight.
Them 140 pounders that he fought at 160.
Well,
who was a 140 pounder?
140 pounders.
Josecito Lopez, maybe. But I don't know.
Josecito Lopez?
No, I think of the active boxers, I think Canelo has the best resume of all the active.
Amir Khan? How is Canelo? How did that happen?
Kamir with him?
I don't know how Amir Khan got it. Hey, I don't know why he got in there with
that.
I
won't do this tonight, but I got some spreadsheets on people because
all right, so let's get it. We're gonna get into it. So only person I feel as though that
Trout
he should have lost to besides Beaver was Laura. Laura gave Canelo problems.
He beat him, in my opinion.
I think if you go rewatch that match, you might feel different because I went back and rewatched it last year. We did a little live score on this other channel. Shout out to Fight Night Scores. And I felt that Canelo got that because Laura didn't do anything in the last 2 to 3 rounds. He didn't do anything. I think that's what gave it away, but he was close though.
I definitely need to go back and watch that.
Khan was dancing. Khan was dancing on him till he got caught.
Khan wanted it, but see, that's the thing.
Man, bro, if Amir Khan could, Amir Khan could put hands on Canelo, Bud is going.
But see, that's the thing that y'all don't have to realize. He waited. You don't see why he went to sleep like that. He set that man up for him to go to sleep like that.
Yeah.
Canelo was going to stay. Canelo going to stay calm, stay patient. He going to let you think you getting off, your confidence getting up there, and you going to run right into something. Night. What happened to Amir Khan? Stressed him.
Yeah.
I felt bad for him. I felt bad for Kirkland. I felt bad for who else? A lot of them guys.
Bro. Who's the one he fucked up in the arm? Callum Walsh?
Punched the dude.
Callum Smith.
Yeah, Callum Smith. Yeah, Callum Walsh. But yeah, Callum Smith, man, he fucked his arm up, bro.
Canelo had the best resume in boxing.
I give him that.
He's the best resume. Hey, Picasso.
Hold up a second. I can't let you do that. I can't let you do that.
Well, you know Trout.
What about the British heavyweight dude that looked like a 1920s? He's like he ain't never shaped his beard up a day in his life.
Oh, Billy Joe Saunders.
No, heavyweight.
Chisora?
Big black, yeah.
Chisora?
Yes.
What about him?
Best resume in boxing.
No. Come on.
Bro, he fought everybody.
Nah.
I don't even know who that heavyweight is.
He fought a lot of heavyweight. He fought a lot of heavyweight, but he lost the majority of them, though. He lost the majority of them. But he lost the majority of them, so that kind of throws it out there, a little bit.
We talking about people who put it on the line. You feel me?
And Canelo went up to light heavyweight, dared to be great.
Yeah, he did do that. Knocked out Kovalev.
So
wait a minute. Hold up and see. See, this is what I'm talking about. I can't do this. Who's that dude named Malunga Mbubu?
Molina.
He was getting ready to go fight a light heavyweight.
Makabu.
No. Makabu at cruiserweight.
Yeah, y'all quit playing with us. You know that boy ain't got no skills. That dude from Africa, he had a record was 45-0 with 45 knockouts.
That's your favorite heavyweight's brother, bro.
Why did Canelo pick him?
McCauley.
I mean, you got to think though. Canelo can handpick a bunch of bums right now. He did.
That's what he do be doing. That's what I'm saying.
He could coach with a whole bunch of bums. He only fighting 3 times a year. He could coach with three bums for the next 3 years.
Oh, I don't think Kovalev threw a real punch the whole fight.
No, Kovalev was trying to hurt Canelo.
Kovalev was sparring.
I think at the right time. I will say at the right time for Kovalev when he got him up out of there. But that being said, Canelo, man, I'm telling you, look at it. Go look back at it. It's the best resume in boxing. Canelo, no doubt about it.
All right.
He's got so many names on there, man. It's crazy when you think about it across multiple weight classes. Well, hey.
Sean Porter fought everybody too.
Yeah, he's got a good resume.
You don't get his credit neither.
Yeah, he fought everybody.
Sean got a good resume for sure.
And Sean is such a humble guy though, for real.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's just a humble guy for sure.
No doubt about it.
Hey, so man, listen, I heard Manny Pacquiao was trying to squabble again. Would you trying to get that Filipino work?
I beat the brakes off Pacquiao right now.
He's what is he, 45 or 46? So
and I wouldn't even feel bad for it.
Hey, what a Filipino nation at? Y'all let them talk about y'all president like that? You gonna get them up in here? They gonna be coming for you.
I know, right?
Nah, but
he come back fighting Barrio, so it's a done deal. It seems like.
But Barrios is done too. He on the bus.
I'm with you. I'm with you for sure.
He gonna beat Barrios.
I feel like he can get it done for sure. But the name to watch at 147. Max Garland, baby. That's the name to watch. Hey, and you're going to see him on OTX 15, Atlanta, Georgia, baby. Atlanta, Georgia is going to be at the Tabernacle, Atlanta on the 25th of July. Man, I would be there if I could. I'm going to be in New York at that time. But
it's a lot of cards around there at that time.
Yeah, I know. That is a stacked day. There's a card. So, yeah, the 25th, yeah, it's going to be there. Then the 26th, there's some cards going down. So, it's going to be a crazy boxing weekend right there.
Yep.
But, hey, we're going to be in the mix there. We're going to come talk about it. Hey, this ain't going to be the last time, Max. We're going to have to get you on here again. We're definitely going to have to talk about that victory when you knock out this cat here. What is his name? Morgan Griggie. Morgan Griggie, undefeated, 8-0 himself right there. And we'll see the lead up to it and all that good stuff. But y'all here, we appreciate everyone being in the mix here. We've been here an hour there. Got Max. Appreciate you showing us the time there. Money Max.
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
So y'all be sure to go follow Money Max there on Instagram. He's gonna have a YouTube jumping off here soon. I have to see you some videos there, Max. You can post that to that YouTube and everything, you know. So hey, about to get it cracking.
Yeah, man. We need to get Metro and him on at the same time.
Oh,
Shout out Metro. Shout out Metro. Shout out Metro. Shout out Ernesto. Shout out Hillcrest Boxing. All the whole team, whole crew over there. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's been a pleasure 100% getting Max on here. Thank you, everybody who dropped by. You know, we're going to give y'all a little bit of time. Hey, great weekend. But no, we appreciate everyone that stopped through. So come back, show us some love. Be sure to follow everyone here. And you heard it, at Money Max. For those listening in on the replay, I got the banner around there, at Money Max. I got it there, 86 Boxing Skywalker, WS_boxing for Tim. Then, of course, Papi Chun Yayo. So hit us up. So we'll be around. But with that, hey, appreciate everyone who's in the mix here. Salute to y'all. Have a good night.